So this was the first attempt, and I filmed this on the 24th, which was Monday, last Monday. And yeah, so this was my first attempt after posting the poll and realizing this was going to be the challenge. And yeah, so here we go. You'll notice that I always start around the blue. I think I mentioned that in a previous video when I was doing this as a clearance, that I tend to always start around the blue because I can basically clear these four reds and with blues. Not every time, but most of the time. So that after that, it's basically where I go from there. I usually then try and go get the ones around the pink, but sometimes I end up on the bot colours. But we'll see how this one goes. Some changes to the scoring on this particular video then is showing the actual colours and the numbers of the balls potted in the break, as well as the break total. And then as we go on, I'll show you the best break of the week, and then the best break of all time. Hopefully, I'm probably not going to beat it every week, but hopefully it won't take me too long. Hopefully it won't take me too long to get to 50. Sorry about my voice still. I'm still trying to get rid of this cold. It's taking a little bit longer to shake off, and it's gone to my chest a little bit, so I get out of breath quite a lot. So if you hear me struggling to get my words out, it's because I'm struggling for breath. But it's not that bad, honestly. It's just when I was a 20-something, colds used to last 2 days, maybe 3, and now they last 2 weeks, maybe 3. Now I'm a 40-something. Nice pot on the green, but the white's running away a little bit. But it's okay. All those reds around the black are waiting. So up to 28 already. But 28 is where it's going to stay until the next attempt. And this is the next attempt, and it was filmed a couple of days later, so skip a day basically, because I ended up playing a match on the day in between, so I didn't actually get a practice session in, which for your information, I actually managed to get my highest break in a match in that in one of those frames, which ended up being 37, and really should have been more because I potted a red and went off 2 cushions in off, and had I not gone in off, I would have been perfectly on the pink. So I was pretty gutted about that, but never mind. So this is actually an attempt where I don't pot the 4 reds around the blue first. I end up accidentally getting position on the pink. Well, not accidentally, but play a bad positional shot, so I have to go down for the pink, and then I start looking at these reds on the black, around the black, basically. So just a little run through there. So you can see now on the records, the week and the all-time is updated because I've had 1 attempt. I'm using my phone to keep score as well. Yeah, I don't often keep score in these kind of sessions because it's not always a good idea. Because if I do start getting close to the end, start getting a bit nervous. But in terms of editing the video, I would like to know if there is an attempt that's worth showing. So I do keep score in this one so that I can see which attempts are actually I need to look at on the video rather than going through the whole session. I got a lucky kiss on the red there, which meant I stayed on position for the blue, but already up to 29, which is beating my previous best from the day before yesterday relative to this one. So up to 34, and I'm pretty nicely on this red. Can I get out for the pink? You'll notice that I forgot to put the blue on the spot, but thankfully it didn't affect the shot. Didn't affect any kind of positional shot or anything like that, so it still counts as far as I'm concerned anyway. But that was a very pathetic shot on the pink, unfortunately, and that is the end of that attempt, but still an improvement. And on to the next. So this is the final attempt of the week, and I filmed this on the 30th of April. This is the last one I filmed of the week. So as usual, trying to get around these reds over the blue spot, or around the blue spot. Ooh, just about held that one, decelerated there. Could easily have snookered myself on the blue behind that red, which would have been pretty stupid. And I have done that on previous attempts, which obviously I'm not showing. So far so good. 3 reds, 3 blues, and nicely on this red, though I think I'm a bit low, so I think I'm going to have to go up for block colours here. So just on and off the cushion for hopefully land on brown. Yeah, brown in nicely. Got a little bit into that too much though. The red came away, the cue ball came away from the balk line a little bit more than I wanted. But I'm pretty straight on this red, so I should be able to just slight screw back for brown again or yellow maybe. But I think brown. I think I probably got an angle just to come off the cushion. No, to screw back. Ooh, just about got into that enough. I think I've got the red back, yeah, back into the yellow pocket. Decide to go back down for the blue, and don't quite get that right. Overhit it a little bit, but landed pretty straight on this blue into the top left corner. So just a bit of a run through for the red next to the green. So up to 33. Just screwing back on this one for brown, hopefully. Oh, didn't get into that well enough. Bit of a stretch, but still got this green. And it should be a simple shot to stay onto the red that's in between the brown and green. There we go. So up to 37. Red here, trying to run through because I'm dead straight. Don't really get into it. It's pretty disappointing. But yellow to the middle is not too bad. I'm not tight on the cushion, and this is just got a nice enough angle that I can head down the other end of the table for the reds. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Just run a little bit further down the light for that red above the pink, but it still means I've got a decent angle to get back out for the blue. So up to 40. This is the first break I've ever had in the 40s. Ooh, just about managed to avoid the middle pocket. It's pretty nice on this red, so I can pretty much play for either of these two reds near the pink. Or try and get onto the line of reds on the black, actually, might be the better shot. Yeah, so playing on and off the cushion. Just a little bit too far to the left. Could have just hit down a little bit further down the cue ball to keep it close to the centre of the table, which means that's the end of the break. Which is a shame because I was perfect on the black, and if I'd got that red, I could have well made the 50 there and then. But as it happened, I didn't, and here's how that looks on my graph. And I've got plenty of placeholders for more attempts at this, but if you extrapolate that graph, then in theory I should be doing it in the next session. So we'll see how it goes. I haven't genuinely, at the time of recording this voiceover, I haven't done another attempt this session, this routine, so I haven't done it yet. But hopefully tomorrow I'll do the first of week two's attempts, and there should be another video up on this next week. So hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you then.